expert Steve Williams. And Steve, how you doing?
Man, how you doing, man? I'm good. I appreciate being on here.
Steve, good to hear from you.
So, Steve, tell us a little bit about your background being a relationship expert.
Okay, well, I guess it kind of starts off like in the second grade. You know, when I was in the second grade, I used to kiss girls, got caught in the bushes. When I was, I think, 9 or 10, I was naked with the babysitter, couldn't get it up, nervous. Got a mentor that taught me how to pick up women. Got my first woman when I was 14. She was 24, married, bisexual, and a stripper. Then she showed me how to get women. And then from that point, later on in my life, I became a gigolo. Got paid to service women, and then after that, I got married. So I've been married for 12 years. So,
so you're kind of like Hitch.
Yeah,
No. Hitch was weak. Hitch wasn't a man.
Oh,
I teach manhood. No. I'm not Hitch.
Oh, man. I watched the special the other day on that about I guess it was like on Dateline about the younger guys and taking women out. And I guess it's just some type of loophole on the agency that's doing the business. But the loophole is that as long as, they go out on a regular date, that whatever else happens is all right. And somehow it's not considered, prostitution. So it was interesting.
Well, dating is really prostitution if you really want to look at it. I mean, you're taking we don't pay for dates. I teach my guys not to pay for dates, but dating is really paying for a service. Valentine's Day is paying for a service. Christmas, which is for kids, is paying for a service.
Right.
Yeah. So, Dave, Steve Williams, ladies and gentlemen. So, Steve, tell us about your book.
Well, I've got a book that I'm working on right now, and the book is really going to be for men. It's something that your dad should have given you when you were leaving the household. A lot of young men nowadays don't have dad in the household, and they're raised by mom. They have mom teachers. Just a lot of female emotional energy going around, if you know what I mean. A lot of these guys act more like women nowadays than men. So what the book is going to do is going to show them how to look out for certain type of women and really rate them on a certain system to see if they're even worthy for a wedding ring.
Do you have a name already you're looking into?
Well, I have one, but I don't want to say it because it's going to be very controversial. Yeah, but
all right. Well, we have Steve Williams. So, Steve, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Texas, man. Originally from Maryland, but calling from Texas.
All right. Now, we have some questions from our listeners. We have David from Oklahoma writes, what are your thoughts on workplace romance?
You don't eat and poop in the same place. I don't want to cuss, but you don't do that. You have to separate church from state. Even though they're pretty women that you want to sleep with, you don't sleep with them, but what you can do is you can set it up with the woman at your office, because birds of a feather flock together. So you can set it up where you don't nail the chick in the office, but you can nail her friends.
Oh, goodness. Cindy from Chicago, she writes, how do you feel about interracial marriage?
I am in an interracial marriage. It's the best thing in the world, guys. I remember the last black woman I ever dated hit me in the back of the head with a ketchup bottle, broke my Prince records, called the police on me. Then she wanted me back a few weeks. Best thing that ever happened to me. So no, absolutely. I'm not against black women, but I'm just telling guys that don't leave your options on one race. There's so many women there. Do what you want to do, and as for a woman, date who you want.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, Steve. I just want to remind you that this is internet radio. So if you want to cuss this, man, go ahead and let it out. And
oh goddamn, shit, good, fuck. All right, cool, shit. All right, good.
Okay, so we have Brian from New York writes, when do you need to end a relationship?
You need to end a relationship before you begin a relationship. And let me explain this, guys. This is where a lot of guys fuck up. A lot of guys cupcake and handcuff women too early. When you're dating a woman, and when you're dating her, which means she is allowed to go see whoever she wants and date whoever she wants. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. But when you sit down and have a relationship with a woman, this is when you have what we call a powwow. There's going to be no male friends, and there's going to be no Facebooks if you want a serious relationship with me. If you have a problem with that, you need to take your ass on and get the fuck out. It starts early, because this is the problem that a lot of relationships are having now. The women are running around on Facebook with all these guys that's trying to nail them to the coffin, but their boyfriends are not man enough to check their woman at the goddamn door. This feels better cussing.
Feels better? You feel loose now?
Yeah, I feel good now. I'm back home now. Yeah, hell yeah.
Let me ask you this now. With all that's going on, even in the Congress and, the debates and all these states that are, voting for gay marriage, how do you feel about gay marriage?
I am a lesbian. I'm a closet lesbian. So I am okay with two women being together, because to me that's like a Mona Lisa. That's art. That's beautiful. But something about two balls and hairy balls slapping up against someone's face, it doesn't sit well with me. So I'm sorry. I feel if there's a double standard that has to go on, because it is a double standard out in the world today, I think let the women eat as much pussy as they want to eat. God bless them all. But, they need to have these boys get punched in the chest and have their daddy whip their ass for the shit they doing.
Oh, that's funny. So, what are your thoughts on Kobe Bryant and his wife and her receiving the $75 million in all the houses?
Well, see, Kobe, like Tiger, forgot what it means to be a man. And Kobe never got taught, so did Tiger. Same scenario. See, when you sit down with your woman, you have that kind of money. You say, look here, you need to go buy a comfortable chair and go get a notepad from Walmart. And what you need to do is write down all the shit that I like to do, because I'm the one with the money. You just got a piece of pussy, which ain't shit. So you need to find out, I like two women. If I like two women, you need to bring three women in. If I like freaky shit, bring in two midgets and a tricycle. That is your job to satisfy me, because I'm bringing in the money. I'm not going to give you any money. All I'm going to give you is some good dick. And that's the problem with these guys. They don't know how to fuck. So they got to supplement the fucking with finances. That's why they coming off the ends like they are, man.
Yeah, you do make a good point. That's valid sense. So we have another question. This one is from Eric in New Jersey. He writes, does a relationship have to be defined?
Yes, it has to be defined, because when you're dealing with these emotional goddamn women out here, they automatically think when you put a dick in their mouth and shoot cum in their face, y'all are together as a couple. It is your job as a motherfucking man to let her know where you stand, where you're going, and where you're headed to. It is not up to the woman, because if it was up to the woman, y'all would be married by now. You need to learn how to get your balls out of her purse, get your spine out of the backyard, and man the fuck up and tell her this is what's going on. And if you don't want to get on my bus, get the fuck off.
Oh, wow. Now, Steve, how long have you had this philosophy?
I've had this philosophy when I was young. I started this philosophy, my teacher, my mentor, showed me, like I say, when I was like 11 or 12. He took me under his wing and showed me how to really what manhood was about. But then when I met the 24-year-old, she showed me how, right now what we call humans, the regular males out there, they stuck in Miss Crabtree's birds and bees class of sex. I teach my students the vultures and hornets. You do foreplay, we do five play. We all about tearing that pussy up and making them sit in the fetal position, shivering and saying, why did you do that type shit? So I've been doing this all my life, man.
So, I mean, when you say students, what do you mean? Do you have like a school or?
Yeah, schoolofdating.com. Schoolofdating.com is our main website, and we teach men how to fuck, how to pick up women, how to have good marriages, how to have dates, how to take women out. It's like a male magazine for men, and we have like an online radio show also. So we help men all over the world.
So do you do you subscribe for something like that? How does that exactly? How does a customer utilize your service?
Okay, okay, we have services, but what we do, we have a lot of free stuff. We put over, like this week, we have over 7 hours of podcasts. We do podcasts, video interviews. I go around talking to women. That's free. We have a free chat line. You can even call and talk to me for 30 minutes for free. I mean, we give a lot of information. I think we have over 15 gigs of free information for people. You can never catch up to us because we're always putting out at least 7 hours a week or plus, 7 hours plus a week. Free, absolutely free. Podcasts, iTunes, the whole nine.
So, how long has this website been up, schoolofdating.com?
Well, we started in 95. Well, what happened was I got a job in Vancouver, CFRO, 102.7 CFRO in Vancouver, and what happened was I was teaching guys the game, but the problem was the program director's wife got mad at me for saying women ain't about shit. You know, they put their ass on the table, they're going to get fucked type stuff. So, the program director was a pussy, so they canceled the show. So what I did back then in like 95, I just started opening up different websites, and it's finally come together since 95 to be the School of Dating. It's really the Alpha Syndicate, but School of Dating is simple enough to get there.
Okay, so you got some years behind you in your field of expertise. Huh?
Always.
Safe,
oh, yeah.
Safe to say.
So, do you come across any pimps?
Well, no, we don't come. We're not pimps or max. My thing is, I feel like I crash landed here from the planet man, and I'm going after the number one resource, which is ass. For some reason, all these human males who look like me and have the same parts as me, they want to hang out with the zebras. I mean, lions don't hang out with zebras. We eat zebras. And you have all these guys hanging out with women like at bars and clubs and shit. I don't even know how that shit works. We don't hang out with women. We fuck women. That's what I teach my guys. That's what men do. But society, TV, radio, which makes us look like a bunch of idiots and buffoons, has programmed these humans to think that you got to be friends with these motherfuckers. You got to hang out in groups like How I Met Your Mother or Seinfeld or Friends. Y'all got to sit around and talk about a bunch of bullshit. Hell no. That's for the punk asses that pay for the dinners. Look, you pay for the dinners, I'll fuck them. That's how it works.
Well, all right, so let me ask you this, though. I mean, so the guys and your students, for instance, they're obviously not individuals that are looking for relationships. We
cover everything. Now, again, if you want to take on a gigolo lifestyle, I can show you how to do that. If you want a good marriage, I can show you how to do that. If you want a bunch of women or a girlfriend, I can show you how to do that. We cover every basis for every man except man-on-man stuff. We do everything under the sun. We teach you a sense of being a man and not falling and buckling to these women and kissing and handcuffing and giving them flowers and buying dinners and drinks. You don't have to do that shit to get their pussy. It's easy to get their ass, especially now in the Facebook age, because when I was doing it, there was no Facebook or Twitter. This shit is easy. It's so easy, guys. I teach my guys, if I can get a woman on the phone, text message or email her, I can get her and play with her pussy before I even touch the pussy. That's how easy this shit is, man.
So, Steve, wow, I mean, you have some really interesting stuff. I mean, I like this. This is great. This is new. This is fresh. This is
controversial
to say the least. I mean, the Facebook is blowing up right now. This is they love you in the chat room.
I love you too, guys. I want you to grab your balls. I got nothing but love for the guys. And my job for you guys is to get you as much ass and pussy as you possibly can without dealing with bullshit. If you're married, I'm going to show you how to put your wife in check where she sleeps on the motherfucking couch and you sleep in your goddamn bed. I'm going to show you that you don't have to spend money on Valentine's Day, where you know what? You can go outside your house, pick a flower out of the goddamn grass, and hand it to her, and she's going to cherish that shit more than any of these goddamn jewelry commercials and all that other bullshit that they're stuffing up their ass right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So, Steve, you brought up marriage. Now,
yes.
What do you think makes a successful marriage? What do you think makes a marriage work?
Okay, what makes a marriage work is, number one, guys, you have to be a motherfucking man at the end of the day. You can't be some mangina, bitch-ass guy that wants to cupcake her and say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Understand this, guys, and this is the best thing about what I teach you. You are responsible for you, and she is responsible for her. You are not to take on her debt. If she has kids, you have to make sure she's responsible enough to keep the dad involved in the relationship. You got to make sure if she is a single mother, you have to make sure the child or that crumb-snatching kid who might rob you from 20 years is doing something right, because you can always tell a good woman through her child. A good marriage is based off a system, guys, and that's what we teach you. You have to have laws, rules, and codes, but before you get married, and this is where they fuck up, guys, before you get married, it is a systematic row of powwows. Like I said before, when you start to date, you got to have the powwow when you say, okay, I want to have a relationship. You've got to lay some laws down there. Then after the relationship, it's probably moving in together. When you move together, look, no male friends, period. No Facebooks, period. After that point, we don't get engaged, we need to talk, have another powwow. Then after the engagement, we get married, have a powwow. Having kids, have a powwow. The problem is the human males, they get so cupcakey on these goddamn women. Oh, I love you. I'm sorry. What can I do? You know, because they watch that shit on TV. They think, you know, what they see on TV is real any goddamn way. So when she's mad at you, what do they tell you? Happy wife, happy life. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? That woman right there is the one I'm going to fuck. Why? Because you're not being a man. And how do I know? Because she's not giving you any ass. Your dick is the thing that's going to control the goddamn relationship. Whoever controls the board controls the marriage. But it's deeper than that, guys. There's so much stuff, and I don't want to, like, take all the time up at that. But I'm just giving you a quick shot of it, yo.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, you definitely hit on some things there. So that I'm sure, you know, is right there is going to drive a lot of traffic right to your site, you know, and get people looking into what it is that you have to offer. Because, you know, I'm sure there are a lot of people, like you said, man, that just sort of don't wear the pants, and the women take full advantage of that. You know, and that's probably.
Yes.
You know, so
because they don't know. They don't know. I'm sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. From the beginning, that's the thing. It was probably shadowed, or you know, it just wasn't. You know, it was a covert operation until she got what she wanted to get. You know, and put her thing in place.
That's a yes and no. And this is the first time I'm gonna blame the human males. Okay, I'm gonna blame the humans for a second. You humans over there, because I'm not from this goddamn planet. Because I'm from the planet man. I don't know what the fuck we crash landed. I made a wrong turn at Mars and crash landed here and shit. But anyway, so this is how things work, guys. Get your crayons out and check this shit out. The problem is that you don't know what it fucking means to be a man. Because your first lie is the first question that she asks your ass, are you seeing anybody? And you say, no, I ain't seeing nobody. Why are you going to lie to her? I teach my guys not to lie. Be who you are. Because if you follow what we teach you, at the end of the day, she cannot make any excuses why y'all broke up. It will always be her fault. Why? Because I teach you how to treat women the way you want to be treated. There's no reason to yell and scream. There's no such thing as a problem, guys. Write that down and circle that shit and put little stars around it. Because let me explain that real quick, because you goddamn men don't understand this shit. You see, you humans, this is a problem, a human problem. Oh, my wife is mad at me. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. Oh, she won't talk to me for a few days. That's not a problem, guys. That's a human problem. Us men, we don't deal with problems. We only deal with solutions. If you have a problem with me, you need to get the fuck out, period. And let me tell you what a problem is to me. A fucking meteor coming towards Earth. Or the world turning into goddamn zombies and I'm trying to find some shelter. That's a fucking problem. But when you have a woman trying to tell you what to do like she's your motherfucking mother, and you sit there and do this shit? Really? Dude, you make it so easy for my boys to fuck your women. You have no idea. You spending all this money. Think about Valentine's Day, guys. All that cupcaking you did, right? As soon as February 15th hit, you getting in trouble. She's yelling and screaming at you. She's telling you what you can and can't do. And you saying, okay, I'm sorry, girl. I mean, I'm just trying to get the pussy and shit. Keep doing it, guys, because we're going to fuck your women.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I got later, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve Williams Steve, we have a bunch more questions for you, but we're going to have to get into them on Friday when you come back with us on Friday. So just give your final parting shots and your contact information.
Okay, guys, get your crayons out. Go to www.schoolofdating.com. We have free boot camps on sex. We have over, I think, 13 to 14 hours of free video boot camps, live radio shows that we do, podcasts, free chat lines. We give you a lot of information to show you that we know what the fuck we talking about. We're not from here, but we're going to take you back when it's time to come back. So, guys, go to School of Dating. If you want to, we offer you free 30 minutes of coaching. So just send me your email and the number, when to call you. I'll call you. We'll chop it up, and I will give you the peel to the matrix so you can finally get your balls and start putting your dick in a woman's mouth instead of your hand. I can't wait till Friday, guys. It's going to be on, man.
All right, Steve. Take it easy.
Take it easy, man.
All right, thank you, guys.
Man.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Williams.
I'm sure that we'll have some